Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. Guys, in this episode, we are going to be discussing on some two interesting stories. Starting with Felipe Coutinho, as it has been reported that Barcelona Koeman and the Barcelona board are giving him the final chance to prove himself, to play up to expectations, what we have not seen from him since his move from Liverpool back in 2018. And of course, we know he has been suffering a lot with injuries, quite understandably, and he just returned back from injury. He even played today in training, and he was so brilliant. He was the best player in the pitch according to reports in today's training session. So we're going to be discussing on this report as we move ahead. Then to conclude, talking about Ansu Fati, guys. Of course, I've been reporting earlier how Barcelona are planning to renew his contract. Of course, even with people like Frankie de Jong and Pedri Gonzalez as well. So focusing on Ansu Fati, guys, it has been reported that there are some discrepancies when it comes to his contract. Barcelona and Ansu Fati's entourage are not agreeing on something here, guys. Because according to Barcelona, Ansu Fati's contract extends next year 2022 with an option to extend it. But meanwhile, for Ansu Fati's entourage, they believe that the player will be a free agent that next year, which is 2022. So there are some misunderstandings somewhere. And if I want to say it, it's like there's a misinterpretation of the FIFA norms in that contract. So we are going to be discussing much more on that story as we progress. So callers, as we get ready to discuss those stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. If you're a Barcelona supporter, don't hesitate to do so. And also please ensure to watch this video right up to the very end. Barca, Barca, Barca. According to a report from Spanish outlet AS, Barcelona Koeman has decided to give Felipe Coutinho one last chance to be part of his plans this season. The manager originally wanted to give the Brazilian an opportunity to return against Sevilla. However, with Barcelona's clash against the Andalusian club being postponed, Coutinho is likely to make his return against Bayern Munich. It was with the German champions that the attacking midfielder won the Champions League 2 seasons ago. In the knockout game against his parent club, the Bayern Munich loanee scored twice after coming on late in the game. Now, at the other end of the park, the Brazilian will have to be at his best to inspire Barcelona to a victory at the Camp Nou. Earlier today, Coutinho reportedly shone in Barcelona's training match. He was the best player on the field and even scored the winning goal. The midfielder has struggled to click in Spain ever since his record-breaking move from Liverpool. The only argument in his favor at the time was that there were too many players in the zone he operates, making it difficult to adapt. However, after the flurry of departures this summer, that no longer remains the case. If Coutinho once again fails this season, it will certainly be the end of his stay at the Camp Nou. Ronald Koeman has communicated the same to the player. With this being his last chance to make it at his dream club, the 29-year-old is running out of time. It remains to be seen how he fares this season. As per report from reliable journalist CK Rodriguez, there are discrepancies in the interpretation of the FIFA norms and the Spanish legislation that are creating confusion regarding Ansu Fati's contract expiry at Barcelona. According to the club, the teenager's contract with the club ends in 2022 with an option for the club to extend it by a further 2 years. However, the player's entourage believes that the player will be a free agent in 2022. Though the player has made his desire to stay at Barcelona clear on many occasions, the interpretation of the contract must be clear between the two parties. Such discrepancies must be sorted at the earliest, and the board is looking to do the same. Since making his debut for the Catalans at the tender age of just 16, Fati slowly grew into a household name. The youngster broke record after record and seemed ready to light up the world. However, an injury early last season rendered him out of action for close to a year. The 18-year-old is nearing to return, with the expected time of his reintroduction being the end of this month. He now steps onto the field no longer as an amateur but as one of the leaders in attack, endorsing the infamous number 10 kit. Needless to say, the Spanish international is a key component of Barcelona's long-term plans, along with Pedri and Frankie de Jong among others. He is one of the young faces that symbolizes the side. So guys, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching and hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure to subscribe so you always get the best updates on Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.